Hey guys, it's Eddie from UrbanCred.com. Today we'll be going over two bags that are new to the UrbanCred shop. Today we'll be talking about Bell's newest line of products. They are the Apex Liner collection. They come in two sizes and types. We have them right here. They are the Apex Liner Max and the Apex Liner Pro. So Max and Pro, which one is bigger, right? It's a little bit confusing. So let me break it down for you. The Max is the smaller, and then the Pro is the bigger size. So we're going to go over really the general details of this bag, and we're going to be going over the differences between these two bags. So let's go over the purpose first. The purpose of these bags are really to kind of work from anywhere. And work from anywhere, what that means is basically if you're going to be working from home or you're working from a office space, like a co-working space, you're working from a coffee shop or even outside, this is great for you. And then we'll talk about the kind of more deeper reasoning behind the purposes of each bag. So let's go over the smaller one first. Let's go over the big one first. The bigger one is the Pro. The main difference is the size of the laptop, as well as how you can convert this into a backpack. With the add-on of a backpack harness, also made by Bell specifically for their line of products that they wanted to be able to offer an option to change into a backpack when necessary. This bag is able to do that, while the smaller bag is unable to do that. Just because the purpose of the smaller bag, it's a smaller size. It's specifically made for a purpose, which we'll go over in detail later. And so this one does not have a backpack harness system, but it does have a magnetic flap here, which adds like a little bit of protection, but also you can use this space. You could slip in like money, or you can slip a ruler in there. You can slip some notes or flat objects in here, keys and whatnot, I guess, into that flap as well, and adds as a little bit of an extra security. So if you wanted to access the inner pocket, you have to first open the flap and unzip the zipper. So both bags, they are running waterproof zippers, right? They're also both made of X-Pack, and they're both shoulder bags, and they are all expandable from the front pouch. So, and compression straps and all that fun stuff. So this is the Pro. It is the bigger size, and as you can see that there are clips here, compression straps. So when you don't need this outer pocket, you can compress it, and if you do, you can either make it longer to hold more stuff, or you can take it out completely if you don't want it at all. This pocket out here, you can open the top. You can open the bottom, and the purpose is that this pocket is water resistant, so anything you put in here won't get into your other pockets. Another thing is that if you wanted to open this up, it is packed out like this. It expands this way. So then, let's say you were at the gym, or you were doing something where you needed to pack a lot of stuff here, you can access it easier this way. So it gives you more flexibility and functional purposes or functional ways to access this pocket. And again, this has some minors, a small mesh pocket inside. This is kind of what it looks like on the outside. As you can see, that black is the mesh pocket, and then zipper. And it's pretty big space, so if you wanted to carry other things other than your laptop, maybe a charging brick, water bottles, a jacket, this offers that flexibility to do so. And again, underneath this here, a little bit another mesh pocket. So if you wanted to use it to the max, you want to maybe not max this out, but you want something outside that's easy access, maybe like a water bottle, or maybe like an umbrella, you can keep it on the outside as well if you choose to do so. So that is that. There are zipper tabs on each of these sides, and the purpose of zipper tabs are basically so you can open and close easier. sometimes instead of grabbing the bag and pulling the zipper open, you can the tip tabs allow you to have a little bit of an anchor point so you can pull open or pull close the zipper. And as you can see over here, there is a little bit of a slot for your zipper as well, to kind of like a docking station for your zipper. All right, we open this up, and then we look on the inside. So as you can see, it's pretty spacious but flat, and has plenty of organization for any kind of stuff you have. So the reasoning of it being so flat is because this is pretty much modeled after a briefcase. So a lot of parts of the world, people are still using briefcases, and this is kind of the Coda Bell's reimagining of that briefcase. And briefcases have organization, and so does this. It has plenty of organization. There's like slots for pens. There's big slots for battery packs. Another smaller slots for battery packs. Smaller slots for smaller notebooks. There are zipper pockets. There are thinner zipper pockets, like horizontally, for pens, pencils. There are even smaller pockets that are mesh with elastic spans to allow you to put even memory cards, battery packs for cameras. So yeah, this one, which is the selling point of this bag, it is basically an opening slot for your laptop. So basically you put your laptop here, and then you have some smaller pockets, thin pockets on the side for, again, like if you want to keep your memory cards in there, your USB-C adapter where you can, for 13, because for your laptop, if you needed more ports. There are also some slots in the back if you wanted to put stuff there. Generally, when you have your laptop in this, usually it's just really for your laptop. So usually so usually this slot's kind of dedicated for laptop. So these pockets, if you can use them, great. If not, then no biggie, because you have so much space in the front. And again, it's padded in the back, really padded. There's a secret zipper here, and then a pass-through for if you're traveling, around an airport with a luggage or something. And then you see these points, these little tabs out here. These are for that optional harness, backpack harness. So if you wanted to make this into a backpack, great. And the reasoning for that is basically this is the larger version, so it's meant to be used not just for work from home stuff like your laptop, your charger, but there's this capacity and space if you want to fit your jacket in here, umbrella, you can fit a change of clothes, you can fit maybe a book. And then this is the smaller one, which is the Max. And it gets confusing, right, the names, but the Max is the smaller version of the Pro, and this bag is actually what I'm using now. So for test purposes, I've been using the Pro for like a month, and I've been recently switching to the Max just to kind of get an idea of how I would pack for both. So I'm gonna give you kind of a quick breakdown for this, and then we'll talk about how I pack each of them out and like the purposes, how I see people using these bags. So again, this is an expandable outside, compression straps as well against the bottom zipper which you can kind of stretch out like this, right? It's the same kind of method. Underneath there's a pocket for other things if you wanted to have that, zipper tabs. So now we come to the top access point, which is like the interior with the organization, stuff like that. So if you open this up, it gives you kind of that extra security, which is kind of interesting. Something about magnetic flaps kind of appealed to me, especially for this bag. For some reason, it just looks and feels cool, and it just works well. Unnecessary, but it's kind of nice to have. You open this up, and then again, the flap, you can put stuff in here. I'm not really sure what you could put, but I'm sure you can put like small things, again, like a pencil, Apple Pencil, a pen, a ruler, a thin wallet. You can probably put some cards in here, Metro cards, stuff like that, so, or credit cards. And then the inside is pretty tight. So I have my glass sunglasses and a 6 memo bottle in here. But I would think that this kind of bag, it's better to use and maximize the organization inside. It gives you a little more space, and being able to kind of pack it out to the max or maximize the potential of this bag, you should really use the organization rather than your pouches or fit larger items in here. Because any larger items, you have the option of putting it here. So you just have to kind of pack it correctly. Single handle, and this one is how it looks like with an actual laptop inside. So this is my 13-inch laptop. While this one I think holds 16, this one holds a 13, up to 13 inch. And you can see it fits perfectly on my laptop. Close it up again, and then again, this is padded. There's a luggage pass-through, secret pocket here for essential documents. As you can see, there's no harness attachment points, so because it's not compatible, and just because the reasoning is just this is such a small bag, you're not going to need a backpack. You're not going to need to have straps to make this into a backpack. Just because it's so small, the weight's going to be, the max weight for this when packed out isn't going to be so heavy that you can't have it on your shoulder. This, on the other hand, is a bigger bag, and it warrants a backpack strap system. So if you get this and you're looking to kind of pack it out too, I would maybe suggest picking up those straps, so then you're not, let's say you're going to spend a day in the city, you're not going to want to have this, no matter how comfortable the straps are, you don't want it to have it strapped around your body for like the whole day. You want that versatility to kind of put on your back with 2 straps rather than one across your body, because then it's not so much strain on your shoulders and neck, and it's not going to hurt. Now, okay, we're going to go into now kind of like the how I pack this out. So again, I mentioned that I have a memo bottle and a pair of sunglasses inside the main compartment. If you wanted to see what I have in this outer pocket, just for purposes, I was just lazy. I didn't really have anything to kind of fit in here, but I keep smaller objects in the front pocket. So I have this. I think this is a Muji blue case with a red Sony earphones. I have my Logitech wireless mouse, and I have leftover cookies, which are really good. I decided to throw them away, but I was full. Anyways, so again, this has another small pouch in here as well. It's also a zippered mesh pouch, so you can put stuff in there. And that's kind of how I packed it out. As you can see, it's not much, and that's kind of the whole purpose, right? That's the whole reason to have this bag, is to kind of bring your bare minimum, bring the stuff that you really need, because when you're working and you don't want to carry any excess stuff, you don't want to bring your Nintendo Switch, you don't want to bring like extra battery packs, right? You don't want to bring you don't want to bring like clothes, like, because for this smaller bag, the purpose of this one is really just so you're going to go to where you're going to go. You're going to sit down, you're going to work, and then you're going to go home. That's really what this is all about. And this is pretty much enough to carry all the stuff that you need. This one, on the other hand, if you're going to be traveling from point A, point B, point C, and you're going to come back home, this gives you a little more options, a little more space to kind of pack it out. Let's say you do need to bring some change of clothes, you do need to bring a tripod, you need to bring some extra camera gear. This one gives you a little more space, so you can kind of do that. That's the great thing about this line, is that based on what you need, you can pick one or the other. I would definitely say that if you had to ask me which one I liked, I like the smaller one, because the weight to size ratio for me is perfect. Like, I packed like all this stuff that I just packed into here. This is kind of the bare minimum of what I need to kind of work. You probably noticed that I didn't even include my battery brick. I could probably fit that in here as well if I expanded this out. But just with that, that's all I need to work. That's all I need to kind of sit down, focus, grab a cup of coffee at maybe a coffee shop or a co-working space and just get to work. Coat of Bell makes some great bags, and I love that how they innovate and revive older concepts and adding their own twist to it. So these are great. And if you definitely want to pick them up, you can feel free to pick them at either Coat of Bell's website or UrbanCred.com. For UrbanCred, we ship within US as well as worldwide. So if you shop with UrbanCred, we also have all our orders covered under root insurance. So you don't have to worry about missing packages or stolen packages because it's covered automatically. We do that for you because we love our customers. And then again, just like a quick update for us is that we're doing some new apparel, testing some things out. This is the UrbanCred Team UC packable jacket, technical packable jacket. So it's water resistant, wind resistant. It's packable into like a small square. And we worked with Champion to kind of make it, so it's great. It's great quality, and it just looks great. I like to kind of layer it with a sweater underneath if it's cold, and then I can wear this on the outside, and then it's great. So definitely check these out on the website. They're in the apparel section. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I'm just talking so much, I'm so thirsty.